Nico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
The finale of the Damn It Unhappy Devils recap. This is Devils After Dark. I'm your host, Sam Woo, here with Scotty of SiriusXM Liquid Metal on the Friday night. A happy Devils Friday. It's always a happy Devils whatever day. But it really, is it? I'm not so sure. Some people would say, the season's over. Thank goodness. What took so long? Or some people would be unhappy because no Devils hockey for a while. But we do have the Utica Comets. Scotty, it's been a pleasure this season doing this fine programming, which started off as Let's Go Devils postgame. And then after one...
As a healthy scratch. Started out as a healthy scratch.
Yeah. 3 broken cameras. The hell with it. I'm not doing this. We could try on the phone. We could zoom in each other.
From scratch all the way to 82. We were able to ring the Hell's Bells at certain points, but unfortunately we were not mostly through this season. But yeah, it's been great to do a little Devils After Dark with you, Sam Woo, and everybody out there on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, and Twitter Live. You survived. You deserve a medal for surviving this season of a lot of downs, a few ups, but mostly downs here and there. Some roller coaster rides, but we did get one final nice thing in this last game of the season. Something we've been talking about for quite some time. Individual accomplishments that we will touch on, but Devils lose again. The losing streak goes through summer. Terrible. But the Devils lose to the Red Wings again, 5-3. We'll just go over it real quick here. I don't know, Mackenzie Blackwood. I'll take your thoughts on it. I wasn't overly impressed in the 2 games. I know he's been out for a long time. He's been severely injured, and there's a lot to come back. But rather us go out and get a different goaltender in the offseason. To be quite honest with you, we had a numerous Devils on a scoreless streak, and one person I would expect to be streaky throughout the season is he 19 now? I don't know, 18, 19-year-old Dawson Mercer. I got to check how old is old Dawson here? Did he have a birthday? Oh, he's 20. He's number 18. He's 20-year-old Dawson Mercer, rookie. Yes, him you're going to expect to be streaky, but he went, 17 games without scoring a goal. He broke through tonight. Devils battled back, tied the game a couple times here. They were battling back after Rasmussen put the Wings on the board there in the first, 1:08 into the game. I actually flipped it on and it was 1-0 already. And I was like, yep, here we go. Game 82. But at the end of the period there, Dawson Mercer got on the board, his 17th of the season. Not bad for a rookie who no one expected to make the team out of camp. Was streaky, needs to work on his face-offs. The hair looks great. Love the speed. Overall, I would say overall a positive season. You got to expect the inconsistency from the rookie, and look at the team that he was playing with here. But he did have some nice stretches, hopefully to build on into next season as he grows and gets older and gets stronger as well. But 17 goals on the year for Dawson Mercer. Fabian Zetterlund has been putting some points on the board since his call-up from the old Utica Comets. Gets the assist on there, his 5th of the season, to tie up the game at 17-14 of the first period. Sam Woo, did you have you just hopped on there, or are you just coming back to just to show us your beautiful face?
I came back to show my support.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Unless you want to
Because
be a
the Devils-
screen hog.
No. I was just making sure you didn't want to jump in there on something. Because the Devils then went and, gave the lead back naturally. 6:30 into the second. And then they got back again later in the period. They tied it up. This time it was at 15:38. And it was Nolan Foote, who I'm happy to say I'm eating a little crow there. Because I said that Nolan Foote didn't really look ready for prime time. And in his last couple games, he looks pretty decent. Now it's the end of the season. I know. I get it. We're stretching. We're looking for something positive over here. Nolan Foote gets his third. Nice little tip from Dougie Hamilton. Hey, Dougie. This is what happens when you hit the net with the shot. Nolan Foote can tip it in for his third. Hamilton gets his 21st assist. Who was it? Jesper Boquist, right? He got another assist on there as well. So naturally, going into the third period, what do you know it? 54 seconds, the Devils give up a goal. Where have you heard this story before in the game? And it doesn't take that long this time for them to come back and tie it once again. And a little something happened on this goal, because we didn't mention it, but returning to the ice for the New Jersey Hockey Devils was number 13 himself, Nico Hischier. Every woman's dream. Every opposing player's nightmare. If you don't like it, learn to love it. No football. This is Ric Flair. Do you have a Ric Flair theme? No Ric Flair?
Woo!
All right, that's good. He's the nature boy. Nico Hischier. The styling, profiling, limousine riding, jet flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun. He's a 60-point man. Because he said he left himself a little drop pass for Fabian Zetterlund to pick up, playing on a line with Nico Hischier and Jesper Bratt. And the nature boy, Nico Hischier, gets the primary assist on Fabian Zetterlund's snapshot for, what was that, his fifth? Hang on, I got to check. Is that his fifth goal? No, I'm sorry, it's his third. It was his fifth assist. Third goal. Sorry. My confusion right there. Fabian Zetterlund getting his third goal, and the captain gets his 39th assist with his 21 goals. Add them together, and he's a 60-point man. That's right. It happened. Not only once with Jesper Bratt did someone break the 60-point mark, but now two. We have two. The captain came back with only one game left, and he knew. I don't know if you were watching or not. As soon as I heard Nico Hischier, I kind of turned back around, and I'm like, oh! And when they made those announcements, with whoever that announcer guy is, I don't know. Oof. Boy. We'll talk about that another time in the offseason. But I heard that name called, and I heard a big round of applause from the Devils fans who were in the stands. And I think everybody was kind of hoping that he would get to that mark. And he didn't play a full season. Next year, you pencil him in for about 70. He plays a full season. Jesper Bratt. You can get a Jack Hughes in there. If we keep these guys healthy, we could have something completely different going on. But the captain, as I said, if you don't like it, learn to love it. Because he's the nature boy, Nico Hischier. 60-point man. Woo! Congratulations to him. Jesper Bratt also gets the secondary assist there on Zetterlund's third goal. And then you know the rest. The Devils gave up two more, including an empty netter there at the end. And they lose 5-3. Zetterlund actually got the third star of the game. Shots on goal for the Devs, 9, 6, 8 for a total of 23. 9, 15, 11, 35 for the Red Wings. The Wings had the advantage in the faceoffs. We did 56% to 44. 0 for 1 on the power play. But hey, we didn't give up a shorthanded goal. So we only got outscored, 3-1? Or 4-1? 3-1 or 4-1? I can't remember. In the last 15 games there on the power play. 10 blocks, decent. Detroit had 18. 18 hits to Detroit's 14. 9 giveaways. Man, we were always so many giveaways. I mean, kind of what I kind of figured would happen here in the last game. Very happy for the individual efforts, and that's what we're going to have to start talking about as we wrap this season up, obviously, and we review it, because there were some highs, but there were a lot of lows that we went through. But in the end, we do have the 3 core offensive pieces all taking the right steps forward. We do have another piece in Miles Wood, who we think could be something, getting better, getting healthier. We got to figure out what's going on there. We do have more promising young talent, like a Dawson Mercer, like an Alexander Holtz, called up on these last 2 days. Obviously, really didn't seem to find his footing. The Nolan Foots. You saw another crushing hit from Nikita Ahotuk. Why in the holy hell was he scratched the other night? Healthy scratch. I said it before and I'll say it again. I'm sorry. Don't want to be negative. But scratching Ahotuk for Ty Smith. That's it. Fired. Sorry, coaching staff. There were other nails in the proverbial coffin, but I think that was the final one. The final spike. I can't. And they scratched Ty tonight, I guess because PK came back, but I bet you they would have. I don't even want to think about it. Brought up Riley Walsh. Let's play him 1 game and then sit him for 2. Yay. So there's going to be some decisions to be made about that coaching staff. Love them all, but don't think the job got done. The power play, special teams. Listen, we had a hot streak here and there. Overall in the season, organizational wise, these are some career team lows. This was one of the worst years we've had on our power play and our penalty kill. Defense got a little bit better, but how much do you expect Ryan Graves to do? He can't block every single shot. Getting better near the end of the year here because you got you got 2 guys now as well that came up that aren't afraid to play the body and aren't afraid to knock others down on their butt. And Kevin Ball and Nikita Ahoytuk. We've seen too much of Ty Smith getting out physical to the puck, getting beaten, making bonehead passes to nobody or the wrong team. That stuff's all got to be addressed. Too many men on the ice. I don't know. For me, I think that coaching staff I just think it needs a fresh start. I know Sam Woo has said in the past he thinks Lindy should get another year because of everything that's gone on with the injuries and, beginning of the season having the COVID cases and then,
No, that's not the reason why. I think there needs to be continuity, good or bad. I know it's another year of suffering, but, we did see some good things, but they're all coming from Utica. Meow, meow.
Exactly. So why wouldn't you maybe then take the coach from Utica for taking all the players that are doing all well? Why wouldn't you move maybe that coaching staff up here with all those young players? Asking you, Sam Woo. I want an answer now.
No,
Sam Woo, you need to answer me now.
I just want to see Utica have 2 years with Dineen before you can Lindy Ruff. Let him play out his contract. Let it just all come full circle. And then Dineen's going to be waiting there. Hopefully he's got you get a Calder Cup, and he's got 2 years to work with these kids. The farm system is now a well-oiled machine, and then he comes up to the New Jersey Devils in the 2023-24 season. A very great improvement. And then my prediction of 2024-25 season, when the Devils make the playoffs for the first time since 2018, and everyone's going to be like, wow, what a team.
So you're telling me basically next year, the first half of the season, the team is going to be just absolutely 100% atrocious. Nothing is going to go right. And then they'll finally fire Lindy Ruff.
No.
And then Azardine will take over again, like he did with John Hines, and then somehow lead the team on somewhat of a remarkable second half surge where they just missed the playoffs a little bit. And then the next year, Kevin Dineen comes to town, and they just crush all the way through. Is that basically what you're telling me? I think that's the timeline.
Here, you missed a couple of details. This is what's going to happen.
Okay.
Next year, the Devils are going to go 9-1 in the first 10, and we're all going to be like, "Holy crap! Woo, you were right. And then everything just falls apart. And the injuries, and the BS calls, and the black jerseys come back, and then it just absolutely ruin everything.
Please, only 1 year of those. Please, only 1 year. Yeah. If there's anything, bring the green ones back. They were so much better. I know we lost all the time in those, but they look so much better. Oh.
And then there's going to be major upheaval. Coaches fired mid-season. And then Dineen comes.
I think you're saying he comes mid-season.
Yeah.
We're not going to get the Nazardine takeover there like we did with John Hines?
I'm not a big fan of second tour of duty with these things.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to happen. Because you think Fitzgerald's job, he's going to put his money on Nazardine?
Yeah, but it's the second half of this. If they fire Lindy like around New Year's or the holidays, somewhere around there, or maybe around Thanksgiving. See how it is around Thanksgiving. They fire
Lindy will be a
there.
Consultant with the team. Contractually.
Oh my God.
And I don't know. But I know one thing. We always get our hearts broken. I mean, it's tough being a Devils fan right now. It's nothing to brag about, is what Chico Resch said, Game Day Live.
No, right now it is tough. The only thing we really do is our three core that we have who are improving. It is something to look forward to. And you did see small glimpses of what Kevin Ball can bring once he gets comfortable. And let me tell you, Nikita Ahoytuk is already getting comfortable. That kid is just he's a hockey player. He really is. I don't know if he's going to be your number one top defenseman, but oh baby, is he going to give you his all? He's going to throw his body. He's going to be in the mix, in the muck. That goaltender is going to be forever feeling protected because Ahoytuk is going to be right there to knock whoever is trying to get into his crease down on his can. That's the type of player he is. You're going to know, the other team is going to know they're playing against Nikita Ahoytuk. You saw him messing with Max Domi He was right in there. He was loving every second. He threw someone to the ice, too. Someone on the Red Wings today was trying to get in on when PK had a little scrum. Someone was trying to get in there, and Hoytuk went back there and just jumped right in there. I'm telling you, next year, if that kid makes a team out of camp, which I think he will, and he just gets into his flow, he's going to be someone who makes some differences on that team. Same with Kevin Ball. I hope he makes a team next year. That first month might be a little slow. But man, once he gets to like mid-October, I think he's going to be flying. He's going to feel real comfortable. And man, he's going to be knocking heads back there. That's a big boy. Put him with Siegenthaler. Severson
I like
and
that.
Hoytuk. Oof. Gravy Train and Hamilton. Oof.
Well, Chico,
Oof. Look out.
asked this question in Game Day Live. Gonna ask. I don't know if you listened to Game Day Live before. I know you were working.
I was unable to check it out. I was working kind of to get things done here in the old other world. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unfortunately.
What do you do with Damon Severson? Do you trade him?
If you can get a big goaltender for him, if you can get a prime time, if that can be a package plan to get some sort of big time goaltending, absolutely 100%. I know we always joke about Sam Woo leaving Damon Severson exposed in the expansion draft and all, but we know he is a solid player. He's been with the team his entire career. He started out as a baby-faced 18-year-old kid too, and we mentioned it earlier in the year. You know, the New Jersey Devils said we are in the Damon Severson business when they traded Adam Larson for Taylor Hall. When they decided Larson was the guy to go, that's when they said we are in the Damon Severson business, and he was going to be here for a long term. Can he be that elder statesman, that stays with the team? I wouldn't see why not, but he's also a nice piece for a team that's a little bit closer. Maybe a team that doesn't, get as far as they want to get in the Stanley Cup playoffs, which is going to be starting next week. You always see teams like that. Like, their defense was just a little. No. They're going to go they're going to make a run next year. They're going to make sure. There's always teams like that. Damon Severson would be a wonderful fit on some of those teams. Could he also be part of a package plan to get a team that's kind of on the bubble? Let me throw my boy Hellebuck out there as well. Could he be part of a plan to repackage that? The Jets. You never know. Do I want to see him go? Not necessarily. I don't. I think he's been a good part of the team, and
I think his stock is high.
Honestly,
right now.
I think his stock is very high, but I don't know. For me personally, I don't know. I can almost it makes the most sense. It does make the most sense. But sometimes I feel if we crash and burn next year, I'm like, I wonder if they try to trade Dougie off somewhere, like if we crash and burn again, like, I don't know. But Damon Severson right now, his stock is very high. A lot of teams were calling about him during the trade deadline, but obviously Fitzy was not pleased with the offers and he didn't make a deal. Do I want to see Severson go? No. I think he could be really, really useful, especially with someone like an Hoytuk or or a Kevin Ball as well. He played very well with Jonas. Is it Jonas or Jonas? I always forget. Jonas Siegenthaler until Siggy's broke his hand there. Yeah, hit by or was it his wrist? Was it his wrist or his hand? One or the other. Kind of that freak accident, and he got hit with the puck. So he was playing well there. I mean, Damon is, how old is he? 28 or 29?
I think he's 20. Well, his number's 28.
His number's 28. How old is Damon Severson? Damon Severson. He's Sam Woo's best friend, Damon Severson. He's 27 years old. Wow. Born August 7th. So he's going to be turning 28. I mean, whew, to lock him up for another 4 or 5 years, until he's like 32, 33. It's not a bad deal. He's entering those good years there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to give him up.
I mean,
it's a hard decision now because you have Dougie as well, but we'll see.
It's a different time period, and different rules. But think about, go back in time in the 80s, mid 80s, in the situation, maybe 86, 87. You got Bruce Driver. You've got these guys. But they wound up staying with the team and winning a cup.
Different, yeah, it's different time though. Yeah, it's a different time.
But
Damon has said that he wants to stay with it.
Yeah,
Damon has said that he wants to stay with the team though, because I think he sees it. I mean, he's been here and now he sees it. And don't forget, this is a guy who was mentored by someone like Travis Zajac, who was here practically his whole career. Save for like 2 months. Didn't he get to play with Martin? Did he play with Martin? No, he didn't. Damon didn't get to play with Marty, did he? I don't think so. Maybe he did. Maybe when he was a rookie. I don't know. But you have a lot of long tenured guys like that are your mentor. You see Ken Danico walking around everywhere, Mr. Devil, Chico. Well, Chico bounced around. But either way, I think he sees that what the Devils are building. He sees it internally. Obviously, he's there in the practice, and he can see all the wizardry of Jack Hughes and Nico Hischier and Jesper Bratt. And don't forget, Igor Sharangovich again, having a solid year. We had some pauses. We're going to have a whole season breakdown, but I see, to me, it really felt like it was the coaching and it was the scheme a lot of times that was what was wrong with this team. Much like the Mets said, I don't want to jump back onto the Mets and the baseball example, but the Mets said last year, the hitting coaches and everything, it was too much. It was too much analytics. They were thinking about 40 things when they had to just go up there and see the ball and hit it instead. Look at this year. Mets got rid of all that stuff.
Are you watching the Mets game?
No. I'm not watching it now. No. I don't tell me because I'm going to put it on after this. And so don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Let me tell you something.
Don't tell me.
Let me tell you something. There's a Mets game today. That's all.
I know there is a Mets game. Oh, okay. All right. No, but maybe that's what's going on. Maybe it's just too much for them. They're just trying to feed them with just so much analytics, and they just need to simplify it. I'm not sure. I'm not in the locker room. I cannot tell you what went wrong. But in my opinion, it does seem to be, I don't know, the team seems to be unprepared. We can see the talent now. You see the Nico getting his 60 points. You see Jesper Bratt over 70, 73, I think he finished with. Jack Hughes was well on his way. Igor Sharangovich popping out 24 goals this year. It's pretty good. Dawson Mercer, 17. It's not bad for a rookie.
Yeah. Scotty, I wouldn't read some of the comments on social media.
No, boy. Everyone hating on me?
No. They're giving away what happened at the Mets game. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. I'm doing you a favor.
It doesn't matter. I'll probably get it spoiled anyway. Oh man, if they got hit again, I think I might jump through the TV and start punching people if they get hit with another ball. Don't tell me. You're looking at me. You're like, I want to tell you so bad.
Let me just tell you something.
What's that?
Nobody got hit.
Okay.
Nobody got hit.
Okay.
I'm going to repeat it again. Nobody got hit.
Okay.
and then you're going to
We'll
laugh. Then
Okay.
you're going to laugh at why I said it the way I did.
All right. But yeah, what a season here. We wrapped it up. Woo, we made it. Everyone pat yourself on the back. Does anyone have any Devils things that they wanted to talk about, Sam Woo?
Yeah, so Jacob Schmo says, love the podcast, fellas. He's on YouTube Live. Thanks for helping
Thank you, Jacob.
get through this misery this season, LOL.
Yep.
Donnell Weaver, he said something positive. I'm not going to say it out loud because, no, I'm just kidding. I can't say it because it's all Mets related. Heads Up Hockey says, Ball and Ahoytuk are going to be part of something great in New Jersey. This season was a trial evaluation for coaching and players. I'll read the Facebook Live because we don't want to. Let's see here. You got to get Jersey Joe and Trey Matthews on the pod.
Justin said that we have 3 more years of those disgusting jerseys. Is a 4 years of that? No.
I'm telling you right now, when I win the lottery or I do well in the stock market, when I buy the team, those uniforms will go immediately. I'm making big changes. Big changes.
Thank you.
Scotty
Can I please be on the uniform commission? So I make sure that they're cool?
Scotty, your title will be Director of the Devils Hockey Network.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, but before we go and all that Mickey Mouse, people were talking about the Mickey Mouse behind me. Before we go, just want to thank the fans that stuck with us throughout the season.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And, I explained this, on Game Day Live and a couple times this week. When we do these podcasts, a lot of it's labor of love, but we've been very consistent. It's not easy to do it after every game, every Sunday, especially when things got real bad. But when we travel, because for a period of time there, I traveled down to Florida, met some great people, the Sandbar. And when we went to Tampa.
Cocoa Beach, right? Cocoa
Beach. Yep.
That's right.
Amalie Arena.
I remember this time. Yep.
And even today, I mean, somebody actually stopped me today out of the blue. This wasn't at the arena and said, "You're the guy that was running for the PA announcer." That's how he knew me by. He didn't know me by the podcast. He knew me as the PA. I was like, wow. And then I was kind of, walking through Edison Place, all that, and a lot of complimentary people. Some of them were regulars at Taj Lounge, new regulars at Taj Lounge. And, we really appreciate that. We appreciate you, the fans that listen in, the comments that we get. And also, we appreciate people like Chico Resch, Bryce Salvador, who have come on the podcast, Stan Fischler, when we did that interview, Steve Cangelosi, Ken Danico coming out to see the fans, when we were at Amalie Arena. You told me that was a great time. Whole host of people that we've had. Chris Westcott from the New Jersey Devils. As much as we rag on a couple things, they love the podcast. They want to come on. And it's a very tight-knit community. And I'm glad to see there are Devils fans that are very kind to each other. And I'm glad to be part of it. You know, Scotty and I, Beer Baron, Shorts Guy, Nick, Vinny. We added Vinny this year, you know, doing the Game Day Live. Everyone's fired up for next season. But I want you to know there's no off season with this crew. You know, we're going to be still doing our thing. We still think about Devils hockey. Yeah, we talk about the Mets here and there, or Giants, or Jets, or whatever, because sports is part of our lives. And, of course, other worldly events sometimes that, you know, pop up here and there, like, I don't know, pandemic or whatever. But, you know, we're gonna keep connected and know something, because I was talking to Scotty behind the scenes and stuff, even before this podcast. We're growing. Big things. You know, I think we did around, together, 130,000 downloads since preseason, which is incredible. You know, and this is just a bad season. Even Chico Resch said on Game Day Live, could you imagine if this team was doing very well, what the podcast would be like? And it's like, it's not about the numbers, but it's just amazing how it just brought a lot of people together. Even when Johnny Sack the other day direct messaged the podcast to say that Nikita was a healthy
scratch. Fire them all. Fire them all. Friggin' healthy scratched Ahoy Took over for Ty Smith, and then gave Ty Smith like 20 minutes. Unreal.
Well, you know, I have a soft spot for Mark Recchi, because I text.
I love Mark Recchi. He's been on the show. We don't want to see him do bad, but it's just the power play, the penalty kill has been awful.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna still talk. What's that?
You know how much restraint it is? Where there are times where I just want to text Mark Recchi. You got to play the NFZ. It'll solve all your problems. LOL.
Yeah. Well, we're still going to be talking Devils hockey, though. We still have plenty of things to go through in the off season, and everything like that, and especially going over all of these players and see what's going to go on. Maybe trades start brewing. See what happens in the of course, in the playoffs and everything like that. But there's going to be a lot of decisions to be made. We know we have the 3 RFAs. Zacha. I think I know how most of us feel about Pavel Zacha. Miles Wood. We all love Miles Wood, I feel like, but we're all not sure with that big hip injury. And then, of course, Jesper Bratt. Will we see continued improvement from Jesper Boquist and Dawson Mercer? Will Jack, Yegor, Jesper, and Nico be the ones to lead that offensive drive? Will Alexander Holtz make his debut and be effective on the team next year? Will Nolan Foote make the team next year? Will they bring back PK? What's going to go on with Damon Severson? Where in the holy hell are they going to get some goaltending? And a new coaching staff. But these are all things that we can talk about over the summer. There'll be the draft. We'll have some cool stuff there. But we'll definitely be still talking Devils hockey, so don't you worry about that. We're definitely going to have a big season review. Maybe on Sunday. Maybe we'll get the whole crew together on Sunday. Yeah. We'll see if everybody's around. We could talk about the season that was. And then maybe we will do some pop-up specials here and there whenever there is some big news going on. Maybe we'll have to just have a Devils After Dark, a trade edition, or just talking some smack edition, or off-season chatter edition. We'll have to do some more over the course of the summer. So don't worry. We love the family. We love everyone that's been with us on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Twitter Live. We really can't thank you enough for that. So thank you.
Yeah. Well, Scotty,
think it's about time to wrap
this.
up. Game 82. But now we have cool music. We didn't have cool music at the beginning, and then it was like, hey, let's get some music. And then we went and we got some music. So hit it, Sam. Let's hear it. There we go.
Chosen
we got our theme
by
song
Scotty
and
and
everything.
XM, Liquid Metal.
Yeah, Sam's like, go pick a song. It's no surprise that I picked like the metal ones. I'm just like, yes, this crushes. That's what we're gonna use. Well, thank you everybody for all season here. Devils After Dark. My name is Scotty, and don't worry, we'll be doing this again real soon. Let's Go Devils Podcast
No problem.
Network.
Keep it here. We'll be back Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Till next time, let's go Devils.